we're getting close to a Kickstarter, right?
Yeah, so we've set our date. It's I believe it's June 17th. It's 3 weeks from now, basically. It's on a Tuesday. And let me July 17th. Let me check my calendar here to verify. But basically, we're coming up on it real soon, and we've changed how we're doing our Kickstarters. So basically, we used to do Kickstarters when we had a concept and we built first draft prototypes and we played them and we're like, this is awesome, but the game development wasn't done. So basically when we went to Kickstarter, it was sort of, hey, here's our concept. We know it's fun. We've played it. It's awesome, but we haven't balanced it yet is where we were at. And basically that balancing process can take quite a long time because basically sometimes it's fast. But other times you find, oh, this isn't quite right. And so you try something different. And that different thing might be perfect or it might require more changes. And then if you make more changes, you just iterate and iterate and iterate. So basically, there was a mystery on how long it would take us to finish. And I am quite the perfectionist. So I will not put it out there unless I'm personally happy with it. So some of our Kickstarters have run quite late. I'm very proud of all the finished products, but there are significant delays because that iterative process ends up taking longer, or we get a really cool idea. We're like, oh, let's add this. This would be awesome. And I pretty much always say yes to the can we add this question? Because I just love having cool stuff in there. So that was all fine, but when you combined that with the COVID situation where we had factories shutting down and in the process we were unable to get proofs from the factory and all those, the delays in shipping, etc., those two delays together got a little crazy. So what we decided to do basically with the Hero Realms, starting with the Hero Realms Kickstarter, which we were going to run last year, Hero Realms Dungeons, we decided, what, let's instead finish the development process and then bring games out to Kickstarter. So we've done that with Rise of Empire. So Rise of Empire is basically done at this point. All the design is done, all the play testing is done. We're happy with the gameplay. All those, oh, let's add this, let's add that moments have already occurred. And so we are in the process of getting files ready for the printer. And in fact, we've made prototypes that we've sent out to press, which allow them to play games 1 through 4 of this 12 game legacy experience, which is the Rise of Empire set. And the stack of cards which we sent to them is this monstrosity, and and basically Colony Wars would be about that big in here. So just to give an idea of just the quantity of cards that is in this Kickstarter. So at any rate, yes, the Kickstarter is coming later this month, but also the number of the amount of time you're going to have to wait to get the final product after the Kickstarter is much shorter than usual. So basically, our hope is to be pushing the files to the printer very shortly after the Kickstarter ends. So basically, about the time people's credit cards are charged, that's when we're going to be, we're targeting pushing the files up to the printer. So basically, that will then we'll only be dealing with the delays for factories getting shut down for COVID or ship, and maybe those delays won't happen and it'll be super quick delivery, or maybe the world will be a little bit rough around the edges and we'll get a reasonable delivery. And it's Tuesday, June 19th. July 19th, by the way, is the
July 19th
is the release date.